Yeah, YouTube, what the fuck is going on? Back again with another meme as hell. Today I'm going to talk about this Tyrese shit. Him and his girlfriend broke up or some dumb shit. You know, basically they broke up because she wasn't ready to settle down. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. I ain't gonna say too much, but if you ain't did it, you know what you need to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post. Also follow me on my socials, Instagram at Wolfgang Pete, TikTok at Wolfgang Lifestyle, and TikTok at Bitches Be Fat. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into the topic. Alright, so the topic reads, 43-year-old R&B singer Tyrese says he broke up with his 20-something girlfriend because she wasn't ready to settle down. Alright, and then Tyrese wrote in the comment, or the caption, he said, "Stop trying to convince me that your daughter is not a snake. I just want to be released from this strong devilish allure, the sexual seduction of a masterful manipulator who knows how to convince everyone that she's not mean." I'm assuming he's meant to say there. "She's not mean or there to kill you. Please, God, release me. Release me from your poison. Release me from your stronghold. Release me. I belong to the kingdom. I have so much more work to do. I am single now, and I want everyone to DM." Okay, he must be going crazy writing this because it's a lot of grammatical errors and that shit, and typos and shit like that. But I want everyone to DM, have fun with whatever this name is. She's verified now, wasn't ready to be married. She still wants to go big zang, live her best life. I want to get married and settle down and really nest and embrace the comforts of this family and married life. I smoke hookah at home every day, so I don't want to be in your clubs or around your women. I want to stay home and be the hard-working family man that I am. Couple things. First thing I'm gonna touch on is whatever, you know, there's nothing wrong with what he wants. You know, I see y'all, you know, it's always a big debate and it's always a big, it's a community thing, like, you know, being married is beta, you know, it's all alpha versus beta, this, that, and the third, you know. Whatever the fuck you want out of life, do whatever you do to get it, you know what I'm saying, living on your own terms, doing, you know, controlling what you control, that's alpha to me, right? That's alpha to me. You know, making moves and creating the life and creating the world that you want to fucking live in. So if you want to be married and settle down and have a family and raise that family and do all that shit that you want to do, that's fine. I'm not against marriage. I'm just against marrying the wrong type of women. I'm against relationships with the wrong type of women. I'm against having babies with the wrong type of women. I'm against dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional communication. I'm against all the goofy shit, to be honest. I'm against goofiness in relationships. Like, that's with females or with my male friends. Like, I'm just against all the goofiness. Like, I'm not gonna deal with it. So there's that. Next, these young girls, listen, like, there has to be, I say it all the time, there has to be a set of admiration in conformity, I want to say. Like, she has to admire you and want to follow you. She has to look up to you and have that sparkle, that glitter in her eye, that, you know, the fucking doves flying around her head, the shit like that, the fucking heart playing in the background. She need all that goofy shit to, you know, want to be able to settle down with you as that man. You know what I'm saying? She gotta believe that you can provide for her what you can, protect her what you probably can, you know, and things like that. But these younger girls, they're not ready to give up their prime. They're not ready to give up all that attention. They're not ready to give up that body they have, them looks and shit like that. They're not ready to give that shit up. And I tell you, it's not an issue. Like, if that's what the bitch wanna do, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta, like, when you are older, on the older side, he what, 43, like I said, he's 43. When you that old, you gotta have all this shit drawn out, schematics, blueprints, the whole nine written out for this bitch before she even gets, you know, inside of your your fucking nest inside of your fucking stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want, this, that, what I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for all the extra goofy shit, so if that's what you want, you're gonna have to move around. But if you're gonna be here fucking with me, this is what you're gonna have to do. This is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want that, move around. And then, you know, maybe he did say that. And she just played along and she just strung him along or stayed along long enough to get the notoriety, the clout, you know, things like that, and then move on. That could be the scenario that he's talking about too. But I just feel like you should be able to, you need to be able to read that type of shit. You need to be able to see that type of shit. Like I told you, wherever a bitch puts her money and wherever a bitch puts her time, like her effort and her money, because you know bitches is stingy with the money. So wherever a bitch puts her money and wherever a bitch puts her time, that's where her heart is at. You know what I'm saying? That's where she's at. If she's not doing those two things, where she's not doing that, where you can recognize it, where you don't feel like it's what you needed, you need to cut your ties and find something else. And come on, yo. Another thing too, like, bro, you're 43. I ain't got time to be sitting here crying over no young bitch. You ain't got time to be sitting here crying over no young bitch. There's too many more bitches out there. Now, like I said, he's looking for marriage and shit like that, but come on, yo. That mindset is just like you were the one for me, like, just knock it off. That's being in love with your bitch. I tell y'all, stop being in love so fucking much, bro. That shit is a sickness, bro. It's nothing wrong with loving your bitch, treating your bitch properly, things like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with loving a woman. Y'all too caught up in this whole alpha masculine shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, but there ain't nothing wrong with loving a woman, treating a woman right. But being in love and all that extra goofy shit where you head over heels and goo goo gaga and all that dumb shit, I'm not with that. And that's not what that's not being a man at all. That's not what you need to be doing. Cause you sitting there looking goofy like this, you 43 crying and over emotional, writing these dumbass captions and shit. Like, come on, yo. That cannot happen. Especially at 43, you're already successful, you're already made, you know, you're famous, you got the money, the status and things like that. You definitely don't need to be acting like that. Like, and you know, you just gotta understand the times and the climate and be able to read the room. Like, it's a lot of these younger women ain't ready to give up that prime, give up their body, you know, be married and shit like that. But at the same time, all that casual sex, they're gonna end up having these babies anyway, and then try to, you know, do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up having the baby anyway, but you're not married. So, you know, I don't understand how that cycle works. You don't want to get married to settle down, have a family and a baby and shit like that, but you're gonna go out, you know, get this attention and you know, ride the carousel and have this casual sex and then end up having a baby by a dude that don't even want to deal with you anyway, and then try to backtrack and then now you want to get married. Like, it's just a bunch of dysfunction, which is, like I said, I'm not for all of that. Like, I'm not for all of the goofiness and all the dysfunction. So if I want to start a family, I want to settle down on some shit, you best believe, you better be 100% that shit gonna be clicking on all cylinders with me and shit gonna be rolling how I want it to fucking roll. If not, then it's not happening. Like, I'm not against the family dynamic at all. I'm not. Especially with black people, I wish we would be more family dynamic, family oriented again. Building these communities and shit like that. Creating these communities, black neighborhoods and shit where all our kids can grow up and play around and we can be black neighbors and shit like that in a nice housing district, housing community, school district and shit like that. I want all of that. But if you're not an honorable man, a righteous man, and I'm saying righteous not in the sense of religion or nothing, I'm saying righteous as in true to you. Like, you're an honorable man and you a righteous man, and you got a honorable woman and you got I'm saying you an honorable man and you got an honorable woman on your side, then I'm all for that type of relationship. But if it's not that, then I don't want no a virtuous woman, honorable man. I'm with all of that. But if it's not that, I don't want it. But what I also understand though is as you climb up that success ladder, that gain all this status and money and things like that, it gets harder to narrow it down on women who are actually in it for you. You know what I'm saying? Who are actually interested in it for you. You know what I'm saying? It gets harder once you get to a certain level. If you're not already structured, you not already have the woman you want secured by the time you reach the levels that you reach, and it's damn near impossible these days to find a girl that's not in it for your money, that's not in it for just the lifestyle or what you can offer them or what you can provide for them, right? And that's not to say that these women won't be enamored with you and love you at the same time. It's not to say that they won't be enamored with you and love to be in your presence and things like that. But just knowing that if you didn't have that, the multitude of them, like a good 99% of them wouldn't be there. So, it just gets hard to find the one that you would, once you get to that level where you got all the women, it gets hard to you just settling in on one. Hate to see it, see a brother going outside like that. And another thing too, this is just a caveat, but stop making it a dark skin, light skin shit, Stop doing that shit too. I'm gonna make a video about that shit. I've been sick of that shit for years, bro. This dark skin, light skin debate, the light skin niggas is soft and dark skin dudes are so hard, or take this L for this, that's the goofiness I be talking about, bro. Like, you gotta knock that shit off, bro. But like I said, that's another video. That's just a caveat, because I seen those type of shits in the comments too. But that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, appreciate you for watching. Yeah, until next time, this is Wolfgang Pete. This is Wolfgang Lifestyle. And I'm out.